What's good, YouTube? Got a question for you. What made the Roman Empire so successful? If you got any answers, put them in the comments because I can't read minds. But check it out. In the early days of the Roman Empire, Julius Caesar implemented something that most of the senators in the Republic did not like. After he conquered the northern Gallic people, he didn't enslave the people. I mean, yes, he made slaves, but he didn't enslave all the people. He took some of the higher ups from each one of the neighboring tribes of the northern Gallic tribes and shit, and he put them as representatives in the Senate so all their voices for their people can be heard. See, Rome implemented this over and over and over and over again until they had a massive swath of territory. And it wasn't like that it was this tiny little piece of peninsula trying to subsidize for the entire empire. No. Alright? They was taking in recruits all the way from Syria to motherfucking Spain to Morocco to Britain, and they take them all to one location, train them up as Romans, and send them back out as soldiers, citizens, educated people, whatever the case may be. But it's only at that time and other certain periods in time of history where humankind has been able to look past their little petty differences. And when they do that, they're able to achieve amazing achievements. Oh, shit. Amazing achievements that wouldn't have been able to be done if they would have been in their petty little squabbles. See, that's what we got to understand today, ladies and gentlemen. See, I got my notes so I don't forget shit. You see, that's how the great experiment, what is America today, works. That's why the Roman Empire worked. Because we're able to take people from all races, creeds, colors, religion, and able to work together in a society that rewards hard work and of course talent. But I'll think of the word later. But see, and I don't understand is why people like they box themselves in this little area that I've never understood again. See, growing up, it was always taught to us, in the church and streets and school and stuff like that, that we from Africa, black folks, we African American. I just never really got with the train, but I went with it because of everybody else. Just, we're African American, we're this, we're that. One day we're gonna go to the promised land. One day we're gonna, and shit, I grew up Jewish, so it was on the 14 tribes of Israel. Some of y'all niggas know about that shit. But yeah, the past interests me, but it was more on educational purposes. Because when it came to my identity, what identified most was 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? Like 4th of July fireworks. Shooting guns on New Year's night. You know what I'm saying? Like Memorial Day barbecues. Like, that's not African. That's American. That shit we do, nigga. And so far as African Americans, which I don't like that title. If you want to put a title on it, just call it black. That's it. I mean, really, I'm just an American. Because when it boils down to it, I'm not out here doing old rituals that do old holidays and shit. I mean, I could, but that's not where I'm from. That's not what I do. That's not what I grew up with. I grew up with Christmas Day parades and Thanksgiving parades. You know what I'm saying? The Richmond, y'all know. Come on. But it was so contradictory because, and even with my dad, God rest his soul, it was like how, like when I used to ride with him in the car, he used to play 2 radio stations, 1140 and 12 30. I think that's the station. But one was, Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, all of them niggas. And then the other hand, it was Al Sharpton, Warren Valentine, So as a kid growing up in the car, like I spent a lot of time with my dad, a lot of time, okay, and especially driving in the car, like. So just listening to these two, I guess, different ideologies, it forms an opinion, especially in a young black man's head, that in one side, you got one side saying, well, yeah, you can sag, you can act an ass all the time, be loud, be a straight nigga, but and that behavior will lead to success every time, just because you see a select few, making money doing that type of behavior. But I always thought that was just counteractive, because if you do that shit, if you get into that, because we all know if you get into drama, this weed got me babbling like a motherfucker. So let's revert back to the point I was trying to make. You see, all races, if everybody works together, we can make some stupendous changes. I mean, goddamn. Like, understand, that's literally what Dr. King wanted. Jews, Gentile, Protestants, and Catholics to all come together and join hands and sing the old Negro spirituals. Y'all know the shit. Joe Biden. But why can't we do that shit today? Why do I have to be identified with my race and not with a fucking person I am? I'm an American. I'm not black. I'm a patriot. I'm not conservative, liberal. I'm a patriot. I'm an American. That's it. That's all I want to be. I love this country. And I don't want to hear no excuses when black people say, well, it was hard. It's hard to come out. It's hard to tell people. No. Anybody that fucking know me know. I don't play that shit. I'm a fucking patriot, and I'm going to die on that hill. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not going to be identified by my color of my skin no more. Look at that shit. Fucking evident. My daddy put in 22 fucking years to the fucking military. And spent another 22 years in the school system helping young people become better citizens, better soldiers, better overall individual fucking people. Nobody's perfect. But the point is, it wasn't so much about the things he said that I learned from him. It was about his actions. And his actions were actions of a patriot. My actions will be actions of a patriot. No more, no less. I love this country. I love being a barricade border. I love being a nigga. Chris Rock was right. There is a war. But it ain't between niggas and black people. It's between African Americans and niggas. This is about to go out. I wonder if I can make it from here. I think. Yeah, it's time to put it out. Okay, I didn't make it. But point being, I'm not gonna do it no more. Like it says on my notes that I keep failing to read. Well, y'all get the point. I'm gonna come out with some more videos and shit. Hopefully, I'm gonna get this podcast started real soon. Cause I know my opinions can be a little radical, especially when it comes to my patriotism and the way I handle these bitches out here. But we're gonna get some more people in here, different viewpoints. It's gonna be good. All right. Cash App in the description. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done because I finished that joint. Is my yeah, it's over with.